Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Mr. Mohamed Ibrahim. Today I'm going to solve the Cambridge Computer Science the 0478. So I'm going to take the May-June 2023 paper, which is paper 2 version 1. So this paper is covering the algorithms, the programming, and the logic. So this paper is worth 75 marks, so each mark is put between the brackets, so no calculator is allowed in this exam also. So do pen only, and you can use the pencil. So this is all that you have in this exam. So starting with question 1, the examiner is asked by say decision four decisions of the stage is program development life cycle are shown. So we have the 4 statement is shown in here. You say draw a line to each description its most appropriate program development life cycle this stage, and not all the program development life cycle stage will be used. So we have in the left side the program development life cycle decision, and in the right side we have the program development life cycle stage. So we have the analysis, the coding, design, evaluation, and testing. It was for marks. So we need to draw a line to each that uh, match the stage from here. So we have the develop an algorithm to solve the program by using the stage diagrams, flowchart, or pseudocode. So this one is the designing. If you want to design a code, you can use stages of the program and written code, or we can use the flowchart to and a stage for each step of the program. So the most appropriate one is design. So I'm going to draw a line to design. So next one, detect and fix the error in the program. What is the detecting and fixing the error in the program? Score is the testing stage. In testing stage, we are detect and fixing the error of the program. So I'm going to choose testing. So next, he say identify the problem and its equivalents. So identifying the program and the equivalent of it. This is the analysis stage. We analyze the problem of the things that we wanna write a code for, and the requirement, the code, the procedure code, the things that we are need to use to uh, reach the goal of this code or this program. So this stage is analysis. So I'm going to draw a line to analysis. So analysis. So last one, he said write and implement the instructions to solve the program. Writing the structures and the elements. This is the coding. So I'm going to draw a line to code. So this was you 4 mark for this question. So you have 4 mark in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the step for this question. So I'm going to moving next is B. In B, the examiner is say identify the 3 common part of the problem as being decomposed. The 4 most popular program parts are the input, process, storing, and output. So I'm going to write down input, and this state what is input, to the system. So this is the input. The second stage is process, and the second part is process, and this is the action that's taken when result is shown. The action that taken when working, you can say working on data. So and I have the output, and the output is what is take or out of the system. What is out by the system. So this is the three step. I can write, I can add also storage. Storage is what is taken or what is need to keep for future needs. I can write what need to keep for late. So this is the four things that you can write down for this question. In two, the examiner is say, take a right sign on box to show the name of the data structure that used to store collection of data of the same data type. So what is this thing? It is the array, the constant, the function, and the variables. The constant is uh, constant by the data that cannot be changed, and the variables is the data that can be changed from in each part of system or each part of code or in each type. And the function is separated multiple tasks that taken by a system. Of course, it's the array. So the array is the structure used to store a collection of data of the same data type. So I'm going to write a tick on array. So this is my answer. It's going to look like. So in 3, the examiner say, describe what is meaning by validation. So what is that validation? So the validation, it is a automated check for the data that entered to make sure it is from the same time. Data type or correct. It's a method of checking whether is the data is entered is from it's the correct data or the accurate data for the things that you are choosing. So this is for number 3. And number 4, the examiner is giving us a scenario. He said you need uh, the normal, abnormal, and the extreme. He said a validation check is used to make sure that any value that input is integer between 30 and 20 is inclusive. Exclusive. So give one example for each type of the test data to check that if the validation check is work as entered. Uh, each example of the test data must be different, so I need to give him three data for check between 30 and 20, a data range between 30 and 200. So, and I need to give him three different uh, answer that is different. So I can say 75. 75 is the between the 30 and the 20, and it's normal data. So for the normal data, I can write 75, and the reason of this is the data is always in the range. So that's why I can say uh, 75, and it's a normal data because it's in the range of the 30 to 20. So for the abnormal data, I can say, for example, ABC. The ABC is not uh, it's not from the same data type, and it's wrong. It will reject by the system. Reject by the system. So for the extreme data is simply, I can say for extreme data, I can say 200, and the 200 is the higher value in the range. So this is the answer for this question. 75 is a normal data. Abnormal data, I can say ABC, or for example 660. All of this is abnormal data. It's not from the same data type, so the computer or the system will reject this data type. For the extreme data, I can type 200 is the higher value in the range of 30 to 200. So this one will my answer look like. So the examiner say in 4, uh, explain the purpose of library, roads, diff, and round. So I need to give him a reason for diff and round, and I need to give him an example for this. So the diff is actually divided to number and take the result without the reminder. For the diff is to perform for integer for integer division. It's for integer division, meaning only the whole number. That means only the whole number is taken. An example for this, I can say div of 9 divided by 4 is only take the 2 and the remainder is 1. It's going to reject this remainder and take only the whole number part, which is 2. So 2, it will be my answer. So for the round is return the value rounded to a specific decimal number and or biggest place. So the round is return value, return the value rounded to a specific decimal or decade place. For example, the decade place is must be greater than 5 and less than less than 5 there, or can be less than greater than 5 or less than 5, and it must uh, give a rounded value. For example, I can say round. This is example you give me, you can understand. For this round 9.56 for the for one decimal place. So this give me 9.6. So he's just going to move one decimal place. So this is the place 1 and this is place 2. So when I move one decimal place, it's moved just from to the 6. If I move 2 in here, it will give me 5, 6. So I don't need this. So this will my answer look like 5.6. So this works you for mark. If you give this answer, you took the full mark. So moving next with the next question. In this question, the examiner is give us as a code. Say an algorithm has been written in pseudocode to allow the same number to be input. All the positive number that is inputted are the total, and its total is the output. The output is must be total for this code. So our output is must be total at the end. So you say an input of 0 stop the algorithm. So if the input is 0, the algorithm will stop. So he give us this code. He say exit is 0. If the exit is 0, while exit is not equal 0, the exit must be 1. Do the following: input the number. So I need to input the number. The number is less than 0, then the total is total plus number. Else, if the number is equal 0, then exit is must be 1. int f, int f, int f, the output total value of your number is number. So he said identify the 4 error in the pseudocode and suggest the correction for each error. So if you take a quick look to the code, you will see that we have a positive number like the examiner say we need to enter it, and the output must be total. So if you say that while the exit is 0 is 1, this one is correct. While exit is not equal 0, this means it's not equal 0. So this line is good. So he said input the number. I need to input the number. And line number 4, input number is less than 0. This is totally it's not correct because we need to only the positive number. So if we enter a negative number, this is going to give me an error in the code. So the error line is line 4, which is if number less than 0. The correction of this one is the number if number must be greater than 0, not less than. Less than is negative, so we need only positive number for this. So this is the first uh, wrong error and the correction of it. So number 2 in 5, then the total is total plus number. So this one is good. So in line number 2, I miss in line number 2 there is an error. Yes, one number exit is not 0 due to count. I need to recorrect this one to be line 2, while the number while exit is less than equal than 0. This must be uh, while exit is equal to 0. While exit is equal to 0. Now exit must equal to 0, not equal. This is not equal, so I need to make it equal to 0. So this is the second mistake and the correction of it. So in question 3, I can say line number 10. If you take a look at line number 10, let's go back before line number 10. So if the number is less than 0, we correct this one. So also we will correct the line number 10. The exit is 1. So the exit is not the exit is must equal to 1. So type line number 13, not 10. See, yeah, end if. So I have an end if and int here. So int if line number 13, line 13, and if this must be while or end while, not while, and while. Why I choose end while? Because if you take a look here, this is while the starting of while, but there is no ending of while. So we have two condition. This is condition 1, this is condition 1, so 2. So this is if 1 and if 2. So there is no while. So line number 13, while is must be added. So the last thing that we need to correct is line number 14. They say the output total value of the number is number. It's not number, it must be total, because the examiner is mentioned it here. The input total is the total output for this one. So in line number 14, or line 14, the correction of it is the total value, the total value, data dash till the end. We have to change it to total. So this is the answer for it. It's number comma. So this is it. I can add also row 5, which is line number 10. If you take a look to line number 10, you will find that for line number 10, the error is the exit 1. If you take a look here, the exit must be stopped when it's become 0, not 1. So I need to enter here exit is equal to 0, not 1. So this one is wrong. So I have to edit one. So I will type down here line 10. Yeah, line 10. Exit one. Correction of it. Correction is uh, exit equal to 0. So this is it about this question. So for the other question, I'm going to make this. So for question for B, he said how many describe how you could change the correct algorithm to record an output and how many positive number have been included in the final total. So you don't need to write the algorithm. So the solution for this question is so simple. I can initialize initialize a new count in variable. Also, I can uh, the count of variables is like count equals 0. 2 uh, make a start count. Also, I can insert a continuing statement between line 5 and line 7 output as an output. Here I can add line or a count between those two variables to initialize the counting for this number. So I'm going to write down in here uh, simply number 2 insert counting statement between line 5 and all 7 is count equal to count plus 1 plus 1. This is the new function. And number 3, I can also adding new output after line number 13. At the end, it will be at the end of the loop of the loop. It will be output count to outputting the count that we had before. For this is for this question. Now for 6, the examiner is say state 2 features that should include to create a maintainable program. Maintainable program. That's the key word. Give a reason why the each feature could be used. Number 1, I can give meaningful. I can give meaningful identifying to enable the user or the programmer to enable the programmer to ensure to recognize the to recognize the purpose of the purpose of the code. Uh, Number two, I can also adding or use comment to uh, announcing, you know, uh, each section of uh, updating of the program of the update. I can also update the program with it and also updating the program. So this is two features. You give the feature, the reason of it, the feature, and the reason of it, you will work or gain for mark. So this is for this question. In question 7, we have this flowchart in here. We have two table where represent the 2D array, the word which is stored the first half of the phonetic alphabet used for radio transmission. For example, word 10, 1 is J, and that means for the word 10 and the index 10, it's give me in content number 1 J, and this represent Java. You say, for example, the word blah blah blah. Going next, you say complete the track table for the allergies by using the input F, Y, G, and N. So I need to go back to my flowchart to see. The flowchart start with the start flowchart, and the pointer is must set to 1 when it starts. Input letter, so I need to input the F first. Is the letter, is word pointer is letter? If it is yes, output letter, it gives me the letter, output letter. If it is no, I have to add one to the pointer and ask again until I reach my letter. So for the F, I need to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6 until I reach F. If you take a look here into the table, so if you go in position number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you will find F here. So I need to, for answering this question, simply I'm going to start the pointer here by initialize it by 1 and see if it is the letter or the letter is F. First letter I need it is F. So let's see if the letter is F. No, it's not. So I'm going to repeat over and over and over and over until it reaches 6. It's going to repeat until it reaches 6. When it's find 6, I'm going to output letter. So the output is letter represented by the index from column 2. So simply we're going to write down in here the output. I'm going to write down 2, 3, 4, 5 until I reach 6 in here. This is the letter F. So I'm going, the output is letter F is represent So, let's see, letter F represent what? Letter F represent posture. Posture, if you see it in here, good. And uh, is it another letter? Let's see. Go back to the flow chart. Let's see. The output, another letter, yes or no? I have to ask myself here again. The output is another letter. For the next letter is D. H is Y. I have to add the Y. The output is another letter. Letter. Now we'll say yes or no for this one. Yes or no. So I will say yes, it's another letter. For if is it another letter, what I'm going to need to do, input choice. Is this the letter Y? No. If you take a look in here, it's not the letter Y. The other letter is D. The next letter is not Y. Is the letter is Y. So if it's Y, the letter here is Y. I write it Y. And for this Y, I need to make sure if I have Y. What I need to do, if it is Y, I need to go back here and start and initialize the pointer by 1, not 7. So most of the student is make a mistake here by adding 7. So I need to initialize the pointer by 1 and start again. And add this time letter D because it's Y. And this time I need to find letter D. So let's see where is the letter D here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The letter D is in 4. So I need to count 2, 3, 4 until I reach 4. Now the output is letter D is present by, let's see what it is present by. It's present by delta. So I'm going to write in here delta. And is there is another letter? Yes or no? So letter, another letter. Is it yes or no? Unknown. So I will say yes. And this time the letter is N. The letter is N. And let's see what if I have the letter N. So if the letter is Y, I need to do this again. So if the letter is not Y, I need to stop. So you see here the letter is not Y, the letter is N. The next letter is N. So I will say no. I will say no here because the letter is N, and I have to stop because the letter is N. I have to stop in this section. So this is how you can answer the flowchart question. So you see it's so easy. Just you need to double read the question carefully. You have to read the question carefully and see the flowchart and read it very carefully and see where is the loop is happening and what is for the condition yes or no, and the output you must take care of. So this is how you can answer this question of the flowchart. So I'm going to stop here. Thank you very much for watching my video. This is Mr. Mohamed Ibrahim. Have a good time and